So quickly stand up, feet together, hands on the sides, out of your pockets, not behind your back, not like this, on the side. So at this point, everyone should stop talking completely, no whispering, anything, and look towards the front. So when I say attention, you get into attention position and you say, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so everyone have a seat. Attention.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, the younger class was actually a lot better than you guys. So now I have to show them. All right, have a seat. Attention.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, have a seat. We're done this time. We'll move on. Attention.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I think the little kids were still a little bit better. We do it one more time. All right, everyone have a seat. Attention.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, good. Better. All right, so remember this. We're going to do this throughout the class, okay? When that happens, that's so I can talk to you and I can tell you what to do, okay? So go ahead and have a seat. All right. So very important, remember, please no talking when I'm speaking. If you have a question, that should be the only time you're speaking, okay? Or unless if you're working with a partner. We're going to do some drills with partners later on. So who is new here this week? Who wasn't here last week? Raise your hand. Oh, wow, okay. All right, so really quick, my name is Umar Gilani. I'm the instructor here for the Self-Defense Anti-Bullying Program. I actually really only teach adults at my own school. I teach different martial arts, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Ninjutsu, Taekwondo, boxing, and all different types of weapons. I used to teach children, and I used to be bullied a lot when I was younger. I talked about this a little bit last class. And so obviously there's a lot of things happening right now that I want to make sure you guys grow up to be strong, mentally and emotionally. So we're going to do, like last class, some talking, and then towards the last half of class, we're going to start doing some fun drills with a partner. Okay, so before we get into anything else, we're going to have, so this is one group one, and actually no, you guys are group one, you guys are group two. So group two is going to be, everyone's going to run laps, okay? So whoever is in the front of the line here is going to lead your group. So we're going to jog, light jog. It's no racing. Do not pass anyone. Stay in your position. And for you guys, group two, you're going to stay on the inside of these cones, okay? The inside, so around there, here, and then turning around right here, okay? Do not go past these cones. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And then for you guys, for group one, same thing, and it's going to be inside these cones, okay? Serena, actually, I'm going to use you. So Serena is my daughter. She's going to be my assistant today. So I'm going to be throwing her across the room. No, I'm kidding. I didn't tell her that when we left this morning. So she is going to be leading group one, okay? So Serena, I want you on that side in the front. So everyone go ahead and stand up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, not attention just yet, but good job. Safi, right? Yes, I remember. All right. So now you're on the front line, so you're going to lead. Do you want to take your jacket off? Or are you okay? Okay. All right. All right, so jogging inside the cones here, okay? Not on the outside. All right, and begin. No, Serena, on that side, stay on that side. Come on, assistant. On the inside of the cones. Right, keep your hands going forward and back, forward and back. Don't cut corners, come all the way to the end of the cones. No, so stay on this side. So Serena, over here, come here. On the inside of these cones. Here, that's it. Come on, keep going. This way. Hands forward, hands going forward and up. Oh, excuse me. You have to come all the way to the end of the cones. That's a very small circle. Careful, careful. Okay, all right, pause. All right, if the rugs are separated near you, please go ahead and pull them over. Okay, all right, everyone line back up how you were lined up before. And now stand up. So we're not doing attention just yet, but now starting from, what was your name again? Adam, okay. All right. Adam, I want you to step forward. Now every other person is going to step forward. What's your name? Ryan, okay. Ryan, you step forward. So do you get it? So every other person, so not you, so you step back. So this is called staggering. So every other person comes forward. One person back, one person forward. One person back, one person forward, right? Everyone, keep it down, keep going down. Serena, your line also. All right, so you're forward, okay? Good. So stagger. All right, very good. Now for the group number 2 here, the line in the front, take one big step forward. Okay, now group number 1 in the back line, take one big step back. Okay, all right, good. So we're gonna do a little bit of light stretches. I'm like RoboCop right now, so I can't really do too much, so I'm gonna talk you through it. So we're gonna do body pat down, so you're gonna beat yourself up a little bit. This is to wake up your muscles. When you get to my age, this is very important. All right, so now let's do ankles forward. So pick an ankle and rotate. Just gonna rotate on the ankle. Other ankle. Make sure you do it in both directions. Okay, hands at your hips, feet as wide as your shoulders, and hip rotations. As you loosen up your hips. Make sure you get both directions as well. It's also called halal dancing. I'm kidding. All right, hands out forward. Make fist. Rotate. Make sure you feel the stretch in your wrists. Wake your wrists up. Shake them out. All right, and head rotation, so your neck rotation. So make sure you don't put your neck too far back. So very lightly when you go back, big circle. Make sure you get both directions. Should go more. All right, everyone, now we're gonna stretch our arms out. So if you're hitting the person to your side, spread out more. So we do zigzags. When your arms go back, make sure you throw them as far back as you can. Good. And try and do this with your back straight. Yep. Good. All right, and stop. So in attention?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Everyone go ahead and have a seat exactly where you're sitting. All right, a little bit of a recap from last class. Who can tell me the difference between being mean and bullying? Yes, I think it's your hand first.
One time bullying is like lots of times.
That's good. Explain it also a little bit more. So that's good. He said, and sorry, what was your name again?
Kareem.
Kareem, okay.
It's like you're just like being mean, but like bullying is just like being targeted.
Okay, being targeted. So Kareem said being mean is when you're being mean, right? So give an example of being mean.
You smell bad. Why bullying?
So without the pointing.
Okay,
All right, so if someone smells bad, right? Someone smells bad. And then bullying, you said, is when you keep targeting the same person. So who can give me, there's 4 types of bullying. I'm going to ask 4 different people. So, yes.
Cyberbullying.
Okay, cyberbullying is one. What's cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is when you like bully someone like online, like say hurtful comments or like something bad, like through technology.
Through technology is cyberbullying. So phone, internet, carrier pigeon. I guess it's not. Maybe not anymore. All right.
Carrier pigeon.
I'm surprised you even know what that is.
Oh, like
Yes.
the pigeon puts a paper in his mouth and he flies to you.
Which one?
Physical.
Physical, okay. Give an example of physical. If someone actually, no, not you, Serena. So someone actually hits you, right? Or hits you, pushes you, grabs you, things like that. Okay. And the third one, Serena, did you have one? Invisible? Oh, verbal. Sorry, no, I didn't. Okay, no, I have bad ears. All right, verbal, good. All right, Serena, give me an example of verbal bullying.
Like saying by words.
Okay, by words. So I don't want you to give examples because we're in a masjid. But basically saying hurtful words to someone, okay? And then what is the last one, Safi? Sorry? Emotional, good. And what are some examples of emotional bullying?
Like someone, the example you gave last week, someone like said that you hurt their feelings over yesterday and they make you do something.
Okay, so that's good. But I want you to say it louder now so everyone can hear you.
Be proud.
So basically, the example you gave last week, someone uses your emotions to make you do something.
Okay. So when someone makes you feel bad and they try to get you to do something, they try to manipulate you, right? So that's emotional bullying. So who here, by show of hands, has been bullied? Oh, that's right. I think this was the tough class that wasn't bullied. I remember last time. Okay. All right. So a couple in the back. You too? Okay. All right. All right. So today, last week I said I wanted to talk about ego. Right? So I'm going to do a little bit of talking about ego. It's very, very important to understand. Who can tell me what ego is? Yes.
The way you act all the time.
Okay. I could see that. The way. Who can give me another explanation? Yes.
Maybe like the pride inside of you, or like ego, like your true self or your true personality.
Oh, it's very good, very good. So he's saying basically like your true personality. So I'm going to give you guys another definition. And this is how you see yourself. So everyone has an ego. This is natural. Everyone has an ego. Having an ego is not a bad thing because that's part of what it means to be human. So you can have a big ego and you can have a small ego. So who can give me an example of having a big ego, or some people might say an inflated ego, overinflated ego? Yes?
You get mad about every single thing.
That's not,
Like
I wouldn't say that's
you get
ego.
Over emotion. Overreact. Like, oh yeah, something like that.
No, that's not ego. Yeah, might be on the right track. Yes? You hit your boss all the time? So I also have bad hearing, huh?
You think your boss all
Oh, you think your boss all the time? Yes, okay. All right. Hopefully you're not hitting your bosses. Hopefully you guys don't have bosses right now. But yes, you think you're a boss all the time, right? So you think very highly of yourself. And that's a very, very bad thing. So that's having a big ego. And what about having a small ego? I gotta pick between both of you. You guys are keep raising your hands. Is good. All right, that's fine. All right, yes. His was first.
When you have a small ego, it's like you don't care who's boss. Like it doesn't.
I would say that's like if you don't care who's boss, I'd say that's in the middle.
Or like you don't want to be boss.
Yes, I'd say that's in the middle. Yes.
Like being selfless, not selfless. Like you care about other people. You don't be like bossy.
No. So okay, yes. Let's try.
Like not thinking good about yourself.
Yes, very good. Not thinking good about yourself. So your opinion about yourself is not very good. It's not very strong. So they're both very bad. Okay, so one is if you have a small ego, that's very bad for yourself. If you have a big ego, that's bad for other people. It's bad for yourself also, but it's also bad for other people around you. So it's very important to understand, why am I talking about this, is if you're being bullied, bullies will target you if they know you have a small ego. If you have a big ego, there's a big chance maybe you're the bully. And you may not realize. A lot of people don't realize it. And that's the truth. You think, I'm just having fun. And, another kid, even if they're smiling or they're laughing or, anything. And this used to happen to me a lot when I was younger. But they don't realize they're being bullied. And when they go home, the kids are very sad inside. Even though they go to school and they start laughing and, pretending they're okay with being bullied, but they're actually being hurt. So very important to understand, to think about whatever you say to someone, make sure that you feel like if someone said that to you, that you would be okay with it also. So important to catch yourself from bullying other people without even realizing it. Now, what if, so let's change the example a little bit. Now, what if someone is, you're at school and someone is, calling you bad names and it's making you feel bad and they keep doing this over and over and over and over again. What are a couple examples, and by show of hands and I'll ask you this, what are a couple examples of some things that you might do? So at this point, no one has touched you, right? But they make you feel bad, embarrassing you in front of your friends, in front of the teacher, everyone's laughing at you, and this is happening repeatedly. What are some things you can do? Yes, okay, that's fine, go ahead.
You can walk away or tell an adult.
Walk away, okay, good, and tell an adult. So that's, okay, that's two of them, but you should be doing two of them, good. All right, Safi.
Like telling them that's not really nice or something.
Yeah, tell them that's not really nice, okay. Good. A lot of times if someone's being mean to you, they're probably not going to care if you say you're not being nice, but you're on the right track, right? The idea is at least say something. The idea is not to start insulting them back. Don't start throwing insults back. You smell. No, you smell. That's not going to go anywhere. And then you're repeating the same thing back to them. Yes?
You're going to get stuck in a rabbit hole of arguments.
Yes, you're going to get stuck in a rabbit hole back and forth between arguments. It's better to say something along, maybe someone saying something bad to you, why are you so angry all the time? Did you have a bad day? Why are you picking on me? And you have to feel confident in yourself. So it's very, very important that you understand no one else is allowed to make you feel bad. Okay? But now, what happens if someone starts putting their hands on you? So just because someone goes like this, maybe it might hurt you, but they're just playing around. That doesn't mean it's bullying, right? But what if someone is actually pushing you, right? Or they start touching you in a way that you just don't feel comfortable with it. And this is continuously happening. His hand was first.
Tell a teacher or something? Tell an adult? Tell an adult?
Okay, tell an adult. Okay, yes.
If he pushes you to the ground, you have to fall down correctly.
You do have to fall down correctly so you don't get hurt. Yeah, I went to the hospital several times in elementary school just from hitting my head on the ground. And the surface is like this surface. And I've had concussions. I have x-rays, my skull will almost look like this. So that can hurt. It's very important to know how to fall down correctly. But in that case, right, you have to understand this is a very important thing about self-defense and about and bullying, no matter how old or how young you are. And don't ever forget this. Don't count on other people to save you. Don't ever rely on other, if they're there to help you, that's great. And people should be there to help you, but don't rely on other people to be there to help you. That's the reality. And a lot of people don't think about it that way. So you have to learn to be strong here first, in your head, in your heart, so inside. And then, then you can worry about, how can I stop someone from grabbing me or this and that. Right? There's a quote, and I forgot who said this, but if someone can anger you, if they can make you angry, they can control you. So maybe you might not understand that just yet. Maybe you might remember, think back to this 10, 15 years, down the line from now, and hopefully you remember that, and then you'll really realize, how true that is. So this is what I mean, why we're talking about ego right now. Very important to control yourself first. Don't think yourself too highly, right? No matter how long you've been studying martial arts, there's always someone bigger than you, stronger than you, faster than you, smarter than you, whatever. There's always someone else there. So never forget, you are nothing when it comes to comparing everyone else in the world. You are, your parents and everything. So let me rephrase that. I am not saying you guys are nothing, right? But as far as how important you feel like you are over other people, everyone is equally as important as each other, okay? So any questions so far on this topic of ego? Yes? Sorry, you have to speak up for me.
My biggest form of self-defense is my best friend. I just call him if anyone tries to hurt me.
Okay, I mean, that's good, but what if your friend's not there? What if he's, sick one day or something and, he's not there? He'll still come? Okay, well, I don't want to turn this into a darker conversation, but there will be a day when, your friend will not, I'm not saying something bad will happen when your friend is not there, right? But there will be a day, and that is for everyone. And this is stuff you'll start to realize once you're out of school as well. All right, everyone go ahead and stand up. So attention.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, all right, very good. You guys are already in the right lines. So we're going to do some drills right now. Where is my assistant? So Serena. Okay, so this is Serena. This is my daughter. The first thing we're going to, actually, let me take my phone out of my pocket. It's somewhere in here. Huh? I have to. This is my pocket. All right, we're going to do a couple different types of blocks. So these are called cover blocks. Does anyone here know what a cover block is? Has anyone done? No. No, not a regular block, just cover block. No? Okay, all right. So in this case, if she's trying to hit the side of my head, one of the sides of my head, right? There's different ways I can protect myself. These are called cover blocks. So she's going to pick a side of my head to hit here. All right, so again, any side? Good.
Yeah.
So she's finally getting her chance to do this when she's allowed to. All right, good. Back in line. All right, so we're going to do this together, all right? And everyone can stay where they are. Now, the first thing before that, I want everyone to have proper form. So I want you to stand straight. First, stand straight. Is anyone here a lefty? No one? Okay, all right, good. So everyone move their right foot slightly back with your right foot only. And slightly bend your knees. So this is so that make sure you're nice and loose. If you're stiff, and someone pushes you, right, you're going to fall. But if you're nice and relaxed, and your knees are bent, this is how you balance yourself properly. Now, hands up, and make sure elbows are in. Elbows should not be out. A lot of people do this. This is wrong. So elbows in, and this is stop stance. So this is like this. You're actually taking a fighting stance here, but you're not letting people know you're taking a fighting stance, or you're being tricky. You're like being a ninja. So very important to not let people know you know how to defend yourself or that you know something, okay? It's very important.
Visible. This is visible.
So let's see it. Let's see your stop stance. That's wrong. So hands open. That's still wrong. So if you're bouncing back and forth like this, it shows like you're ready to fight, okay? The idea is that you're trying to show you're not ready to fight. So if I'm here, right, do I look like I'm ready, like I'm in a fighting stance? Do I look like I'm in a fighting stance?
No. No.
It could, but is that the first thing you're going to think?
No. No.
Okay, all right, so not bad. So always, you don't know who knows something, okay? So you should always keep that in mind. Now, if I'm standing like this, right, I'm doing something like this, right? Or I'm a righty and my right hand is out in the front, then obviously I don't really know what I'm doing. Usually if you're right-handed, your right foot is in the back, your right hand is in the back. But you're doing this very slightly. So this is, we call it stop stance, because this is like, hey, stop. If they attack you from here, you're still in fighting position here. So from here, we're gonna do cover block. So from the right side, you grab the back of your head, like this, and elbow comes out forward. This is if someone's swinging from your right side, they're trying to hit the side of your head. So right side, left side is holding the back of your head, elbow forward. Make sure your elbow is not out. Elbow faces forward. This protects your ear as well. And then from the front, if someone's punching from the front, hands up on the top of your head, elbows out here, and you can see a little bit between your forearms. This is cover block. So this is something you see a lot in boxing. Back in my boxing days, this is very, one of the basic ways of blocking. Cover block here, right? Up here. So I'm gonna call it out, and whatever I call out, I will say right, left, double. And your double is here, right is here, left is here. Yes? So if your elbows are here, they shouldn't be able to punch you in the chin. You don't want to stay like this. When you block, if someone's hitting you, it's just here, that's it. Move your arm away. You never stand here holding this, because then you can't see them, and then they're gonna keep hitting you, okay? This is, again, we're only doing this, what to do if someone's hitting you on the side of the head, or punching or something like that, okay? All right, so in stop stance, hands up. So if you're in stop stance, your hands have to be up. Right foot back. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. If you're wobbling around, you're not balanced, then move your feet out a little bit more if you need to. Okay, now right. Elbow forward. But bring your elbow up more. So you want to actually grab the back of your head here. This helps with a stronger block here. Other hand stays up. Keep your other hand up. Good, left. Keep your other hand up. Every time you block, your other hand stays up, so you alternate, okay? Right. Left. Right. I feel my echo now. Left. Double. Okay, right. Right. Simon says, right, left, right.
Huh?
Right, left, right. Yeah, so you gotta do 3 of them. Left, left, right. Right, left, double. Oh, true, okay. All right, no more Simon says. All right, we'll try that one again. Right, left, double. Okay, and once you're done with this, bring your hands back down towards the front. So this is, you always fall back here, okay? All right, we'll do one more time. Left, left, right, right, double. All right, again, left, left, right, right, double. You guys look like monkeys. It's called monkey jutsu. All right, now we're gonna pair up into groups. How we're gonna do this, and it's very important that you do not hurt, because no one is wearing sparring gear, protective gear, so we're gonna do this very light, okay? So, Safi, can I use you? So, Serena, stand up. I wanna make sure you can see it. All right, so I'm going to be blocking in this case. So what's going to happen is Safi is going to hit or touch the side of my head. So he's basically just going to go like this, or this side. He's not going to tell me which side. I am going to stay in stop stance. Okay, so he's going to go. All right, and keep going. Oh, so either right or left. All right, good.
Wait, what if someone punches you though?
So punches, so a straight punch?
Yeah, in the stomach.
So, well, if it's stomach, then we're doing something different. If we have time, we're going to get to that. But if you're punching straight, here. So same thing, I'm now turning to the side. So if he makes contact here, stomach fist, he makes contact here, right? I'm still protecting myself here, right? This is the idea. This is why you put your elbow forward, and you can turn to the side if you need to. And now if he's going to touch it towards the top of my head, this way. And then as soon as he's done, I put my hands back. This is what I want you to do. Everyone is going to go for 30 seconds each. When I say switch, that means you switch roles. Then the other person starts blocking, okay? Any questions? All right, good job. All right, so find a partner as quick as you can. And don't start until I say start. All right, one of you guys, I'm going to put you, Adam? No, Ryan. Akif? He said it was Ryan. Okay, sorry.
What if someone hits you from the back? Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Oh, so that's different. So you can't block from behind. You can't, so can only do so much. That's part of maybe another lesson. We'll see.
Wait, I'm blocking. You're blocking.
Okay, don't start just yet. All right. Does anyone, so Serena, come up. Oh, no, you two are together. Never mind. Go ahead. All right. Does anyone not have a partner? Raise your hand. What? I thought it was you two, right there. All right. Everyone has a partner. Excellent. Okay, so who is blocking first? In each group, one person should raise their hand. So don't start just yet. Who is blocking first?
Wait, no, you raise your hand.
Okay, remember, keep this slow, okay? Do not do this fast. I don't want anyone to get hurt. This is just practice. So in 5 seconds, we will begin. I'm going to get my clock started. It's only 30 seconds, and we'll keep rotating. So in position, so stop stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and start. So take your time, do it slow. All right, so for you, you're going to give me 10 push-ups on that side. So remember, follow instructions. So on that side, please.
I was doing this.
That's fine. No, I said slow. Come on that side. So I want you to go and count out loud, okay? Sorry?
I also do it.
All right, you both can do it.
Let's do it.
All right, 10 push-ups.
I didn't even do it.
They're very important. You guys do this safely. Follow my instruction. If you don't have a partner, please, you can do 3 people with one group. Keep your hands in the front when you're. So after he hits you and you block it, right? Keep your hands in the front. Bring them right back here. Very important. Keep your hands in the front. All right. Actually, we went 1 minute. All right. Rotate. All right. So if you guys are okay, now good. So towards the face. So slow it down. So let me see it. No, not yet. We'll see. Hopefully none. So cover block. What's a cover block?
Oh.
Yep.
But he's gonna punch you.
No, his goal is up here. So slower. We're not wearing gear.
Can we?
So I'm going to show you, right? So if you're doing this, right? If you're blocking.
This is so hard because I'm used to my other way.
No, that's so hands up.
Punch him hard.
So just like this. So when you do this, right? Elbow forward. You see how controlled I am? I'm still letting him practice, right? Good job, very good, excellent.
You punch him in the stomach.
Well, we're not doing that training yet. You guys good? So a little bit slower.
I'm just trying to
That's okay. Okay. Keep going. All right, rotate. Good, good, but keep your hands up higher here, this way. So make sure your hand, so it's not blocking this way. Hand goes back up, elbow forward. So this way. Yes. Good. Good.
What are you doing?
All right, and stop. Okay. So everyone stop. So attention.
Yes, sir.
So remember, when I call for attention, everyone stops immediately. So even if you're in the air, you should be paused in midair. That means stop and stop. All right, so we have time, so this is good. I'm going to move on to something else with you guys. But before that, really quick, a quick recap of this. So why we're blocking this way, right? I'm personally not a big fan of blocking because you kind of cover your own vision, but it's still very important to know how to block because sometimes you might miss something, right? Someone's hitting and it just happens so quick you just want to block. Sometimes it's important to know that. I know if some of you have like some Taekwondo experience or something else, right? Very important to learn other martial arts as well. For me, it's not just one. I've been training for around 20 years. Right? I've learned different martial arts. And sometimes there's some things in one martial art that's better than another. So it's important to learn different things. So next thing we're going to do, and stay with your partners, is, you want to come up, Serena? You do? Okay, come on up. All right, so now this next drill, make sure if you can't see it, that's fine, you can come closer. So she's going to face me. So what Serena is going to do is she's now going to try and tap one of my shoulders. It doesn't matter which side, if it's across, if it's same side, or we won't do double. We won't do two hands. We'll do one hand at a time for now. All right, actually, no, we'll do double. We'll do two hands. That's okay. All right, so she's going to try and touch one of my shoulders. Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. All right, now. All right, we'll stick to one at a time. All right, so go and try and touch one of my shoulders. So you're not hitting my hand, right? It's my shoulders. So again. Again. So this is called a parry, right? So a parry, so basically, so instead of this way, I want you to go straight across. Why? This looks like a punch, right? So again, one more time. Again, but keep your hands up, keep your hands up. So what I'm doing is, I'm parrying from the outside. All right, good job, Serena. All right, I'm gonna show, you wanted to show? Okay, come on. Okay, Adam, okay. I'm trying to remember everyone's names here. I'm not actually good with names. I'm trying to remember. Okay, all right, so he's gonna do the same thing. He's trying to touch one of my shoulders. I'm not punching, I'm just blocking. So if you're going around, then I would do something different. So in this case, you're not bending your arm. It's straight across, right? Because when you're punching, right, it's jab, cross, it's straight. If we're doing a hook, I'm going to do a different block, right? So in this case, this is called a parry. So he's trying to punch me. So not out here, you're trying to punch here, right? Or my shoulder, sorry. In this case, my shoulder. So not this way. So we're not doing this way. So straight. So show me a straight punch. Okay, and the front hand jab. Jab cross. Okay, so straight, right? You're not doing this, right? So we're going to do the same thing. Very important. Everyone does this straight only. So I'm hitting from the outside. So if he comes from this arm, same side. Here. If it's this side, this way. Okay. So do this slow. This side, other hand stays up. These are called parries, okay? Yes, oh, question or? Oh, okay. Make sure you don't look like bunnies doing this. All right, don't want to see this. So sideways, hit from the sides. All right, go ahead and start. So one person goes, and then we'll switch. So not from the inside, do it from the outside. Yep. Yeah, you can do blocks from the inside, but that's not part of this one. You can. I mean, there's lots of different things to do, but for this drill, just on the outside. Yep, parry on the outside. Pay attention, pay attention. All right, everyone pause. I'm going to teach you a trick. Don't hold your breath. If you are blocking or you're parrying, do not hold your breath. Okay? And try not to look at the person's hands. Look in the middle of their chest, either right here or here. This is a trick with the eyes. It's to help you move faster. When you're looking directly at something, your reaction time is actually slower. There's 5 steps your brain does to react to anything. And you take out 2 of those steps when you're not looking directly at something. So you increase your speed. So look in the middle and stay relaxed. Don't hold your breath. All right, keep going. Switch partners. Sorry, not switch partners. Rotate, rotate. No, don't switch partners. Keep your partners. So a little bit slower, a little bit slower. Make sure you're pressuring your partner, but let them get it a little bit too. Push them a little bit. Good. All right, if they start doing really good, then you can start speeding it up. But good control, good control. Don't laugh, don't laugh. The second you laugh, you lose your warrior spirit. Unless you're me. All right, rotate. So only from the outside, only from the outside. So not from the inside here, right? So from the outside. So if he's touching this shoulder, this way. Good. Good, good. Keep your balance. Don't fall back. If anyone is losing their balance, fix your footwork. Keep your right foot back and keep your knees bent. You should not be losing your balance. So Safi, only from the outside. So instead of blocking from the inside, so if you're
Hit it out, right?
not out. So if you're grabbing my shoulder, this way. So you have to touch my shoulder. So you're going to go straight. So basically like this, or this side.
So like,
Yep, either side. So I'm going to show you a trick. All right, both of you guys. So listen to this. I'm showing you guys a trick. If you look right in the center, right? I'm not even gonna extend my arm all the way. You tell me which arm I'm gonna punch with. So don't do anything. Hands down. I'm not gonna hit you, but tell me. How can you tell?
because I'm looking at the sensor and your hands are at the sensor, and I can focus more.
No, you actually know what I'm doing, but you didn't say it. I don't think you realize it, but subconsciously you know it. Yeah. Do you guys want to guess? Any guess? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, because your hand is like more forward.
Nope, it's not the hand. If I need to punch,
The posture?
Reaction.
if I have to punch. All right, so I'm actually going to explain this to everyone. So everyone stop. So attention.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to come in the middle now, so make sure everyone can see me. So there's a little trick to this. All right, so everyone stay where you are and make sure. If you guys can't see me, you can come a little bit closer, but give me some space. So I'm going to ask you to move to the side a little bit. So if you want to try and tell which way which arm they're going to hit you with, if they're actively trying to attack you, there's something I want to see who can guess how you can tell. All right, so if I need a punch, what's moving? How can you tell
Your feet.
the last thing that's moving before I do it?
Your elbow. No.
No one's gotten it yet.
Punch.
Shoulders. Very good. Shoulders. So when it comes to punches, it's shoulders. Yes, my feet move, my hips move. This is all part of having good form, but the last thing that's moving before I'm hitting is my shoulders. And before I'm attacking is my shoulders, right? So I can't do this. Why? My shoulder's not moving. I can't do this. Why can't I do this?
Because it's weak.
It's weak, exactly. If I want power, I roll. Starting from my feet and my hips, so the last thing that moves is my shoulders. So watch the shoulders. So you're gonna go back and do this. Now look in the center of their chest, but focus on which shoulders are gonna move, okay? All right, go back to your partners and keep going.
What was it again? Wait, what happens if they do this? Wait, no. Okay.
So not so fast, not so fast. When you guys start getting really, really good, then you can start going fast. But right now.
They go, and then after you do it, they retreat their hand, and then they actually are able. And then after that.
Oh, that's a good question. So we call that a fake. That's a fake out, right? You're setting someone up. You do this, and your hand comes out, right? I get a reaction. I pull it back, and then I come over the top. So that's good. That's more the little bit more slightly advanced part of training. All right, rotate partners, roles. So sorry, stay the same partners, but other person blocks. Good job. Good. Good.
Thing is,
Good.
when you're doing like this, they expect you to do the other arm, but then you do it.
Yeah, very good. Good. You guys actually work together very well. So keep your hands up higher, by the way. So, because he was going low and then he went to your shoulders. Keep your hands up higher. Good. No, not like that, Selena. Not like this. You look like a blender. Keep your hands up. Watch the center of the chest. Watch the center of her chest. Good. All right, switch. That's good. Questions?
What are you doing? You look like a freaking bot from like Ninjutsu games.
What? All right, come back over here. Hey guys, come out over here. Come out where I can keep an eye on you. So back towards the middle.
How do you block? Does this guy say this is how you block? Like show him. Show him.
Okay, let's see it.
He needs a demonstration, ready?
So not from the inside. You want to do this from the outside. So you're blocking from the inside.
Like that?
So no. So you want to parry from the outside. So if he's trying to touch my shoulders, right?
Oh.
So you're doing this. I have to do it from the inside because you're doing this. But when you come straight across, straight to my shoulder.
Oh.
So where's my shoulder? Is this my shoulder? My shoulder's right here, right? All right, it's good.
Oh. I got him.
That's fine.
Okay, come on.
All right, switch. Good, very good, very good. So slow it down, guys, slow it down. Slow it down. Good, much better, much better. So make sure your arms are going straight. If you're trying to touch your partner's shoulders, do not bend your arms. All right, everyone stop. So, attention.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just come forward. You don't have to stand in the naughty section. Those are the naughty cones. You don't have to stand in there unless you're naughty. Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to wrap up. But remember, the things to keep in mind, right, is stay relaxed. When you're tense, when you're tightened up, you move slower, you think slower, you react slower. So remind yourself to keep breathing as you're doing it. Every time you're doing it, so breathe in, breathe out slowly. So this is how you can, it almost feels like you're slowing down time. If you ever seen like, other martial artists or martial arts, anything on like, I don't want to say TV because that's a bad example, but if anyone has seen someone in an actual martial arts dojo or martial arts school and they just move really fast, right? You have to think, what are they doing? How can they move so fast? And a lot of that is because their breathing helps them almost slow down time. So the more you control your breathing, the more relaxed you are, the faster your reaction speed is. Yes, Selena, question.
What do you do?
What do you do when you're breathing?
No, like when you're slowing down the time of the thing, and you have to like, you said it was something about breathing.
Okay, so, all right, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. That was something for her. She was supposed to figure out at home. All right, you know what? I'm going to do that for all of you. How about if you guys can think about that some more, and I kind of gave you guys the answer a little bit already, but next Saturday, I want you all to think about it and tell me how do you slow down time? You're not actually slowing down time, right? But how do you make it feel like you're slowing down time? Next Saturday. I want you to give it away right now.
It's not the answer.
It's a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I was doing it, my partner kept hitting me, and like my hands started to wear off from defense. Like they started becoming flimsy. What do you do at that point? Is that
Keep going. You keep going. This is how you toughen up your skin. You toughen up your bones that way, right? Pain comes from where? Right here, right? So I'm going to give you a quick story, and then we're going to start wrapping it up now. One of my assistant teachers a long time ago, he was out somewhere. He shared this story, right? He was out somewhere, and there was a bunch of other men were intoxicated, right? They were picking on someone else, another woman there. And my assistant instructor saw this happening, so he went to her defense. He pretended he knew her. He didn't know her. So he pretended to know her because he saw these men picking on her. It was a group of men. And so they walked outside. My assistant instructor walked outside and was escorting her to her car. But the other men, they came outside, they followed them. So long story short, I think he said there was maybe about 7 or 8 of them or something like that. So they started attacking, the men started attacking them. So what my assistant instructor, when I say, he was higher than me, one of my assistant teachers, he put himself on top of this woman who was a complete stranger to protect her from all these men that were hitting them. And so he's like in this position, and they keep punching. And he said, there came a time where he realized, I get hit harder than this in the dojo. He said, this pain is nothing. So he slowly started moving away like this with the woman underneath him. And he moved in between 2 cars in the parking lot. So now he created a small way for the men to enter only from 2 at a time, one in the front, one in the back. And then he started picking them up and throwing them and taking them down. They started backing away, and the police had finally just arrived at that time. So this is self-defense. This is not what you see on TV or movies or shows or anything like that. It's real. It doesn't mean you're fighting 10 people like this at the same time you're punching. That's not what happens. People don't take turns to hit you. They hit you at the same time. So very important, you think about these kinds of things, right? And you develop tolerance to pain. You don't let people, if they insult you, so what? Let them insult you. If they say something bad, you're Muslim, you're this, you're that, right? So what? That's not hurting you, is it? So very important, self-defense. All the stuff I'm teaching you, the hand-to-hand, the blocking and stuff like that, I'm only teaching you blocking right now because I want you to know how to defend yourself, how to stop from someone really hurting you. And even in Islam, actually hitting someone else, self-defense, is a very, very last resort. That's when you don't have any other options. It's for your own safety or someone else around you. That's it. So with that, we're going to wrap up class. Just remember, we'll do another recap again when we start out next Saturday. We'll get into some more things that you guys are doing really well. I'm seeing some good progression already. Usually stuff like this takes many classes. This is not something, we're only doing this 4 classes. That's not enough time. You have to go home and practice some of this stuff. Okay, so next time we might get into some leg sweeps. Okay, but I'm going to make sure that you know how to fall safely, next time because I don't want anyone hurting their heads on the ground, okay? Any questions before we wrap up today? Yes?
Do I bring my sparring gear?
If you have sparring gear at home, yes, you can bring it. So safety, so if you're falling, what do you have? Like hand gear, foot pads, headgear? Okay, good. If you have sparring gear, feel free to bring it with you next week, okay? All right, see you guys next week. Assalamu alaikum.
First, guys, we need to thank Brother Omar. This is our second session, and this is a good and beneficial opportunity for us. We have to give a big gift to him. Jazakallah khair, brother. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yalla, guys, get ready.
But what if you have a taekwondo club? Are you allowed to bring it?
Yeah, of course.
And my belt.
Yes, yes, you can do that too.